Welcome back to Tahoe. Today in the studio, my great friend Janae from, and you don't even have a last name, do you?
Well, I do, but we just don't bother with it. It's a challenge to say.
Lake Tahoe Yoga is who you're representing today. Great studio located in Round Hill Pines. Give somebody the overview first, and then we'll talk about the specifics of St. Patty's Day and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's fairly easy. I think most people have found us at this point because this is our 6th year in business. So I know, isn't that crazy?
Wow,
yeah.
Very cool.
So we're right behind the Safeway. You drive back there, you'll see us. We're getting new signs done so people will really be able to see us.
Okay,
now,
okay. Did you get it approved by the city? Or no, you're not in the city of South Lake, so you don't have to mess with those guys.
I'm in Nevada, man. I could do whatever I want.
Awesome studio. You did a little expansion. How long ago was that now?
It was 1 year. It was
actually
a full year ago.
Yeah, I got to sit down with you in there, and it's a really cool spot. A nice space. You've done well with it.
Thanks.
And getting some merchandise in there, too.
Yeah, and we're soon going to have Ayurveda in there as well.
What was that?
Ayurveda. So it's the Indian practice of medicine.
You got to slow it down for us with this time change. Everybody's like, huh? Am I hearing that right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Good. Friday, 5:30 p.m. classes all March. Talk about that.
Yeah, so this Friday was our first one. Normally we have 2 Fridays a month that we have 5:30 p.m. classes, but this month we have 5:30 every Friday. And we've been toying with this time slot. Sometimes people show up, sometimes people don't, but this month we have, of course, Poses and Pints and Serene Sips, our yoga plus alcohol classes.
Gotta love it.
Yeah, $10, for the class, and then sit down, have a pint, have a glass of wine with us, and chat for a while. And then one of our teachers is up for assessment for his Iyengar yoga certificate. So he needs to teach classes in order to receive that certificate. So,
okay, cool. Talk about your St. Patty's Day 2-for-1 deal.
Oh yeah, so
cool.
I'm married to an Irishman. I don't know if you know that. His last name's Kelly.
Okay.
And so I did a little research, and I found out that St. Patrick was a missionary who brought Christianity to Ireland. So I said, well, I can do that here. I can just make all our yogis missionaries. And so on St. Patrick's Day, it's 2-for-1. Bring a friend and introduce them to yoga. Let's spread it through the community.
I like your train of thought there. I'll just wrap it back around to the studio. And then you have a spring equinox special you want to share with folks out there.
So March 20th is the spring equinox, believe it or not, it's coming. And so that day, my 4:30 p.m. mountain flow will be by donation. And of course, all of our community classes, we give back to the community with them. So when they're by donation, we make a donation back to Tahoe Arts Project or Sugar Pine or the Bear League or whomever we think is deserving at that time.
Very cool, very cool. You're hiring.
Yeah.
Am I qualified?
No.
Do I have to be able to touch my toes? I can touch my toes.
You have to be a registered yoga teacher through the Yoga Alliance to teach at Lake Tahoe.
Do we have many of those here in Lake Tahoe?
Few. Yeah. Anybody who's trained at my studio at Lake Tahoe Yoga and goes through our training is registered through the Yoga Alliance. They have to do that. And you are then listed on the Yoga Alliance site. There are a handful, I want to say fewer than a dozen teachers in the South Lake area.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
So we're hiring. And then, of course, our big thing, every month we do a deal. And this month our deal is 8 days of yoga for $80.
That makes it easy. That's a good price point.
Isn't that good? Yeah, well, 8 is auspicious in yoga, so.
All kinds of facts today. Don't say you didn't learn anything today, because Janae's got you updated. Thank you for coming in. That's Janae from Lake Tahoe Yoga Studio, located in Round Hill Pines. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back.
Rejuvenate,